Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to more Fortnite news. Let's keep it simple, why don't we? And speaking of simple out there, we actually had potential troll out there as many rumors surface, many clips surface all around the Liquid Boys. Of course, the first one and most of them all around Poach and apparently talking trash to his teammates, 72, and as well as just the general team. Many of you guys know the better Fortnite team out there. And until TwitchCon, they did struggle, and so that kind of fed rumors as they did place poorly both those duos, that being 72 and Poach and Vivid in chat. But apparently, it was a troll, and I'm going to show you guys the clips first that did surface.
9 HP, he does it. Oh, Poach! Poach, what happened, buddy? What'd you get for spraying at me from low ground?
And then even feeding this is Team Liquid themselves. We actually had chat take to Instagram and he posted this.
Player strengths and weaknesses. I'm pretty much the best, and then all of them have tons of weaknesses and they all suck. That's why we're probably gonna just be splitting up here soon.
So apparently it was a troll, and of course Poach, one of those more reserved people out there, can easily convince people that he is being honest about it, but I think it was a troll, and if it's not, we're going to find out pretty soon here before our next, of course, skirmish, if these guys do actually break up. There's no reason to, given, of course, the summer skirmish as well as fall skirmish results. Besides TwitchCon, relatively one of the better organizations out there. We think it's a troll, and there's much more information out there that's a lot more important than this, which of course is going to revolve around concurrent viewers. Actually, viewership numbers have been released concurrently for Fortnite and breaking 8 million players, which is absolutely insane. To give you guys some mark of comparison, it's actually League of Legends who only breaks, or actually only really broke 7 million players concurrently once, and that was during a Worlds event. On top of that, compared to games like Dota, just under 600,000, games like CSGO, less than 500,000, so on and so forth. Now we have PUBG, less than 400,000. So you times, let's say, PUBG's viewership by 20, and then you have Fortnite's concurrent viewership of just over 8.3 million players. That is absolutely insane. It does actually, of course, call to the effect of, will the game officially die? You know, there are many rumors out there ever since, I would say, even starting up to probably 6 months to a year ago, Fortnite's going to die. Fortnite's a dying game, and I know the struggles myself, being from the CSGO scene. Everyone seems to want a game to die, and I really do think, honestly though, Fortnite has to be approaching some sort of peak, right? Like I said previously, League of Legends has reached their peak of 7 million concurrent viewers. They are players. They have not really reached that ever since. Is this Fortnite's peak with their partnership with the NFL? Of course, that's a huge thing. Congrats to them. It's kind of a weird thing. We've never really seen an entire sport co-align with an esport, if you do want to call Fortnite such a thing, and so that's very cool. But are we at the tippy top? Does it get any higher than what we are at right now for the Fortnite esports scene? Because we can name plenty of issues right now in Fortnite. Feel free to comment some down below because of the current ones we do know, and again, these are just some of the top ones we know. The biggest controversy right now is really the shotgun delay, the double pump shotgun especially. Of course, usually been able to swap those back and forth many months ago, and now the timer delay has really bothered many people out there. I think many clips actually really show the struggles with the pump shotgun, or any shotgun right now that has that timer delay, as I'll show you guys right now. And according to Epic's community manager, not going to be a fix anytime soon. So expect that timer delay to remain intact. And speaking of TAC, no one wants to use the TAC shotgun. There's a reason why it's not really picked up too much. So although no timer delay there, well, no one really wants it. Then on top of that, we have many higher up people out there, whether you want to call them Fortnite pros or not. I assume many of you guys probably will go on the latter part of that, probably not, but definitely a bigger part of the streamer crowd. We have people like Daequan. Daequan expresses his problems with the game as well.
That dude sat in a box for 15 minutes just to glide. We both wasted 15,000 mats. I left 15,000 mats behind. He left 15,000 mats behind. He runs away and glides away. I start fighting another guy because I just didn't feel like chasing him real quick. I'm popping other guy. He's got 1 health. He glides away, of course. And then I get third-partied while I'm trying to kill the guy that glided away by the guy that glided away.
And I think, I don't know if I want to avoid this in the future. Definitely a huge figure, though, in the Fortnite scene, as well as any esport or video game she does touch. That's actually Pokimane. She took to Twitter just last night to announce she will be probably taking a step back from the game. Obviously not having fun ever since the glider redeploy has came back into the game. And that's one point I want to actually leave to the comment section down below. Definitely a rift in the community ever since the glider redeploy has become an option. I think from the pro scene, it's great to see a bunch of disengages, but as a casual player, it's not nice to see someone run away and avoid you actually, capitalizing on that kill or actually finalizing that kill every single time. So it definitely creates a rift for the casual player, and I think even along the pro side, there are definitely pros who formerly did not like it or actually do like it. I think people like Poach have gone back and forth whether they do like it or not, and it just brings a lot of issues in the game currently. Not even going to touch on, of course, all the platforms they do play on. There are several FPS issues, latency issues, every now and again that do pop up, but there are several key issues with the game still in Fortnite, and even on that, I don't want to hate on the game. Again, the game is peaking, it's doing an amazing job, and I cannot wait for the next skirmish. I mean, we see all these Fortnite streamers, Tim the Tatman, Ninja, Lupo, all the top ones, Courage, they're really not even touching Blackout for a reason, right? They see the numbers are still doing well for Fortnite, and I still think that will continue, but there are certainly underlying issues. On top of that, other pro players out there, rumors surfacing about the pro scene being a lot more toxic than they come off to be. We've seen many things surface about pro players who like to brag about their incomes, of course their prize pool earnings thus far, and so I question the future of Fortnite, but I really do want to think, if I'm going to go along the lines of a timeline of maybe naming a peak in Fortnite, I'm going to take a bold statement. I think this is the peak. About 8.5 million current players. I really can't see a point above that unless we have a new skirmish announced sometime soon. And again, all these underlying issues, I hope they do receive fixes sometime soon. Will they though? According to Epic's community manager, at least some of the biggest shotgun issues are not going to be fixed. Will the pro scene be fixed? I know a lot of other people outside of Fortnite do not consider Fortnite as an esport. I consider it one. Will they fix the tournament scene in some way, shape, or form? Will they change it up from the skirmishes we've seen thus far? That is the true question. But has Fortnite peaked? I think yes. Is Fortnite dying? Well, that's a question of what you consider dying to be. And then very lastly, guys, of course, patch 6.22 has dropped a few days ago. I do apologize. I was out of town and I actually lost my voice and could not cover it. Of course, the heavy assault rifle now in the game. I think, honestly, all in all, it's been pretty well balanced. I love the new sound effect of it. It sounds like a heavy assault rifle. Definitely, you can tell the difference between that and other rifles in the game itself. And I think the damage so far is actually, of course, increased, but definitely balanced. I don't think it's overpowered whatsoever. So I really do think, when we saw the silenced assault rifle first come out, it was very balanced. I think they did a great job with this. Will we see in competitive play? Certainly will, and I do not expect too many changes about that to actually to be released into the game. And also on top of that, they've even done it one better. So as of 3 days ago, this was of course a few more days than that when it was first released. Reduced recoil, increased accuracy. They made it a bit stronger, and I still think it's pretty well balanced. But as always, my name is Jake. Hope you guys all enjoy Fortnite news as well as a little bit of drama. If you guys have any drama, send it my way, and I'll definitely cover it here on the show. But as always, enjoy your weekends, guys. I'll see you back here Monday with more Fortnite news and updates. Hope you all enjoy. I'll see you then. Goodbye.